Hello there. Well, that was Archie, and Penny's around here too. Hey Penny. It's Chris here from Becker's model aircraft, and yeah, that is not a CH-53E Super Stallion from Academy. No, no, no. What this is my pivot. If you read the Facebook post, what is going on is, well, I'm benching the Super Sh9tter yet again, because ResKit have come out with some fantastic updated detail kits, and I want to incorporate them in the Academy build. So, because I'm really sick of scratch building stuff, I found out that I don't like hyper detailing, you know, that next stage where, you know, you can probably see some parts I've got left there, you know, on the bench where, you know, I have to make things, I have to detail things. Someone's trying to get me on the phone. Anyway, I'm doing this on the fly. What I intend to do is, while I'm waiting for those parts, I'm going to finish all these kits that are boxed and ready to go that I did, I think, from last year. So yeah, I don't know how long they're going to take me to do, but as you can see, they are all painted, all masked, all primed. In fact, the F-35 there, the Tamiya one, that's actually got a first coat of paint on. I don't really like that one, so I'm going to try a different formula. I got a Revell / Academy Raphael. I've got another Tamiya F-16 there. Now these two, I'm going to, actually these three, I'm going to get all three in what if colours. Don't give a shit about authentic schemes and so forth. The Raphael, the Greeks have got this now, the Hellenic Air Force have these, and they haven't put any of their normal Aegean camo scheme on them, so I'm going to do it. They've just left them in grey. The F-16, it's a C, I think it's a Block 50. I'm doing that as a Royal New Zealand Air Force, as if they actually kept their Air Force. So I'm going to do that in their old scheme, the tricolour scheme. They had their Skyhawks in, because I reckon it's a sexy scheme. And the F-35, I'm really tempted, like I said, that's the base colour. I'm thinking about just chucking a digital camouflage on that and calling a Ukrainian F-35, because, you know, why not? Now, zooming out, let's have a look at each one. So I've got, I think how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 models. That's the venerable old Tamiya 148 Lancaster, which is not a very good kit. I struggled for a long time getting those nacelles all right. There's a lot of detail missing. I just completely sanded off and haven't bothered rescribing or anything. That's actually motorized. It's got, you might be able to see some of those motors sticking out. So that's motorized. It's primed, ready for paint. Yeah, the scheme, the theme I'm doing all these is I'm just going to paint them. I'm going to do some very light weathering or none at all, and call it a day. Just get them in the air. All of these are going to be in flight, every single one. Here's another Tamiya one. That's the Tamiya Mark 1 Spitfire. That's the newish sort of kit. Why is it primed in white? I've actually painted the cockpit in black and white colours. That's actually going to be a monochrome finish. So that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be painted in greys. Okay, something I've stolen that idea from Fanch Lubin, so I really want to give that a go. And I'm also going to, with the prop, and same with the Mustang, I'll show you in a minute over there, I'm going to do Stuart Holton's idea of a spinning propeller without a propeller. I'll explain that a bit later. Alright, this one I completely forgot about. This is the Academy Huckbein Focke-Wulf, which was the very first kit I ever riveted. So that thing is fully riveted, which I've never done before with a Ponce wheel, whatever it's called. So that one I'll probably do like a splinter cam. That's a really fun Luftwaffe World War II camo to do. This one's going to be a Ukrainian fitter, Sukhoi 22 or 17, can't remember the nomenclature, and Archie's back. Don't you dare jump up there. He's going to jump on the bench, little shit. Yeah, I can see you. There he is. Little. Say hello. Oh, you little shit. See, he got up there. Hang on. Oh. Oh. Piss off. Bloody cats. Anyway, he's knocked the Mustang off. Okay, so this is the Airfix 172 Mustang. A very, very basic kit. It's supposed to be wheels up capable. It didn't have the best result. It's good enough. Again, I'm going to do the propeller trick with that one, and that's where you just make it a solid prop hub. So I just need to do a little bit more on that. And that's the other thing with these kits. There's nothing to be done to these kits. I think the only thing that's left is there's some rescribing to do on the back end of that Antonov, and that's about it. They're all ready to go. There's no building apart from the final thing where you put on, like, there's spots here for antennas and things that have to be put on. That's it. There's no extra stuff to do because I'm really sick and tired of detailing models. I just want to build them, get them in the air, paint them and finish it and go to the next one. That's what I really want to do. So the last one is, yeah, the old Antonov 225. The Mirya, unfortunately, was killed by the Orcs at the start when they invaded Ukraine, so no longer exists. That one's going to be in the air, but I need to redo. I did a mount for this last year. See if I can get this in camera. Flip it over. So the Revell, this is Revell kit. It's not a very good kit, as you can see. There's lots of filling and rescribing to do. It came with 2 holes there to do a really dodgy flight stand. I'm going to do a different flight stand because I want to have this sort of banking and climbing really impressively over the ground. And speaking about bases, I've only got, let's see, I'll just cut over to the other bench where I've got some bases ready to go. As you can see, most of these are jets, so it's going to be easy to get them up in the air, just a tube up the bum or something like that. So let's just go over to the other bench and I'll show you the bases. So here are some of the bases that I've got somewhat done. You may recognise that one. That was from the F-14, the Tamiya F-14 148 scale from last year, which I've now put on a flight pose in the display cabinet. So I'm going to redo that one for one of the big jets, probably the fitter or maybe the Huckbein, but I'll cut down that tube. Real basic sort of base there. This box here at the back is all ready to go for the Lancaster. So the Lancaster is going to be, it just needs a lid. It's actually all done. It's got 2 carbon fibre rods and they're at an angle, and I've got a printed out display, what do you call it? Well, photo really of yeah, one of the German cities got bombed to hell at night. So it'll be flying over the city at night on that one. And then the other one that's sort of complete, probably get an idea of that, is an angled one. It's already got pre-drilled. That's for the F-35. So it's going to be a big blur background. Just need to paint that all in black and then glue the blur sheet on for the F-35. And these last 2 things, one of these I'll use for the Antonov. So what I'll be doing with this, as Penny complains, is I'll put an actual, because this is very just simple timber, I'll put a solid block like this. This is wood. Okay, so that's solid wood. You just cover with styrene. With this one, I'll put a solid block in there, glue it in, and then drill a hole through glue that on through the lid, drill a hole all the way through, and it'll be a nice solid secure base to put a rod up the bum of the well, not the bum, the belly of the Antonov. And that's about it, and that's a spare one. I might use that for one of the other ones. Well, what I'll probably do is my normal thing. I'll just make a block out of something and shove an acrylic tube up. So timeline, I don't know, could take a couple of weeks, could take a couple of months. Let's just see. I will try to video all this because I've got some really fun paint schemes to do. I bought another airbrush, bought a Harder and Steenbeck, just a backup one because my other one sort of has worn out. I need some new parts. Oh, there's my 3D printer that's still in the wrapping. I need to get to that and do some design. The Academy Super Sh9tter, the CH-53E, really knocked it out of me. Like I said before, I'm just sick and tired of hyper detailing. For me, if I can buy like a 3D decal set for the cockpit and I can slap that down, great. If I can buy a 3D printed part that's a replacement part where you just literally cut it off the supports, glue it into the kit, done. A little bit of photo etch, yeah. That's about the extent of how I want to do modelling from now on. I just really want to build them, get them to that building stage. I don't want to have to fix any problems, you know. So if there's a kit that has you know, major issues, I've got no problem throwing it away or giving it to somebody else. It's not my thing. You may want to fix them. I don't want to. Yeah. So let's go from there. I don't know which one I'll start with. Which one should I start with? They're all ready to go. I mean, maybe I could just start on the F-35 and get it done. Like I said, just needs that digital pattern down and some decals. Maybe I should start on the Lancaster because it's the biggest one to get done. And that one actually, by accident, one of the motors doesn't work, so I'm going to have one of those motors feathered and a bit of weathering to see it's been cut up or it's lost oil pressure or something, so I'll have some weathering coming out the back of it. But yeah, I don't know. What I intend to do is one at a time. So that's what I'll do from now on. I'll just start on one. Like there's a few processes where I can do 2 at once, so they've got similar paint or something. Maybe I will, but maybe for the little ones. But I'm just going to concentrate one at a time. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm going to try to get some of these entered into QMHE, the competition that's coming up in August. No intention whatsoever to try to get medals or whatever. I'm just going to put them on display. So yeah, let's see how we go with this.